Bum. You already know this week's about to be crazy. This is the week right before Thanksgiving week, which is the week before finals. A lot of finals are being offered opening at a certain time, and then they are due at the date of their finals week date. So potentially I could be done earlier. I have to check on all of my finals and see if they are all that way. I have one final that is a part 1 and a part 2. So part 1 of my final is on Friday, and then part 2 is on Monday of next week. So I'll be done before Thanksgiving, but just have a lot to do. This week I'm going to a million different study sessions. Some of them are offered online, some of them are offered face-to-face. Keeping you updated on all the things coronavirus. Leaving my first study session from this morning, it was a chemistry study session in the humanities auditorium, and there in the whole auditorium there was 8 people. At the beginning of the semester I really wanted everything to just go online because I was sick of the hybrid schedule from running back and forth to campus. But now being used to the hybrid schedule because everything didn't go online, I wish things were just face-to-face, because going to that study session face-to-face was just so helpful because I already watched the videos, I was already prepared. Physically being there as she explained it just made things make more sense, and I was able to ask questions quickly rather than waiting for a response on email, and it was just really nice. This has nothing to do with coronavirus, but I just love it. You type in your little thingy and then a cup drops and then it makes you a fancy coffee. In one of my classes, I have to take quizzes online with a webcam proctor. It's called Lockdown Browser. And in order to take this test, I have to have a mirror behind me, and let's say you're the webcam. I have to pick up the camera and show all my surroundings and just be hey, I'm not cheating, I don't have anything, and then set it back down where it can see me, and it can also see what's in front of me. My class medical vocabulary only is tests every single week, and the professor has made Quizlets for us to study every single chapter, and then after we study the chapters, we just take a test on Tuesday, and we have to take it every Tuesday. We can't do it asynchronous or whatever on our own time, but I just have one more. It is Thursday before the week of Thanksgiving, so basically a week before Thanksgiving, and I just finished my last chemistry lab, and we did not have a second practical, so there's no lab final, just conclusive on our comprehensive lecture final in chemistry this Friday, and it's also split up on Monday as well, so I'll be done with chemistry forever before Thanksgiving, so that's awesome. But if you can see this, love it, don't know if you can see it, that is my face shield that we have to use in lab. We have to wear a mask and a face shield, so that's super fun. And also I have some extra captain's cash that doesn't roll over for next semester, so I got a Frappuccino. A good day. Also, this isn't really coronavirus related, but at the end of the semester, every semester, there's always people taking senior pics in the quad or just all over campus, and it just makes me happy. Today I saw a sign on a classroom door that said, "No mask, no class." Hello, just finished the first half of my chemistry exam.
Feeling great?
I have another final today at 1 o'clock, so I'm leaving this final to study for that final. Or, I don't even think it's final, it's literally just an extra test. Fun. I love having tests the week before finals. It's the greatest, but it's not your final. Just to double check if you know all the things. Just a double checking for the holiday season, Santa's list. Terrible joke. You got an exam, you're taking it twice, you're gonna find out who's not funny at all. It's me. Fun semester finding that doing a audio recorded PowerPoint presentation, because we can't do in-person presentations, is very difficult. I have to have it in between 10 to 15 minutes, and I just got done listening to myself talk for
20 minutes straight
about occupational therapy in my practicum course. I could talk about it forever, but I was like, oh, I'm doing a great job, keeping it quick. Literally was 19 minutes, 58 seconds, 19 minutes and 58 seconds. So, love that. Now I gotta figure out how to trim out 5 minutes of that. Got it down to 13 minutes. Let's go. Listening to myself talk at any time, I'm like, oh my gosh. But especially when I'm talking about the same topic for a very long time, or I'm trying to sound professional, but also conversational at the same time, and have like, class presentations are so difficult sometimes because I am constantly dancing between being conversational and being new, being something different that people are interested, like hooking people into what I'm talking about, and also just, here's my hand. I completely lost my train of thought because of my hand. But also being professional and knowing what I'm talking about, and not letting it just be like, oh my gosh, therapy was so great because like I like helped people, you know? But I'd much rather do an in-person presentation than a pre-recorded presentation, because I have to listen to it so many times and I'm like, oh, I could have done this better. But on PowerPoint that I know of, you can't just go back and like clip out certain edits or like piece together an entire audio. It's just kind of like you start and you go. So if you're talking for 4 minutes on the same audio, and then you like severely mess up, you just completely start over. So it's frustrating. But it's Friday and I'm done with this week, and next week is Thanksgiving. Here's my hand.